Hey guys, welcome back to whatever this thing is. Pitching a sequel, I guess is what we call it now. I didn't know this was a thing. Actually, we did get some YouTube comments. Somebody actually did say, why is this not a regular thing? So I thought we might actually try another episode.
I remember when you suggested it to me, I'm like, that's actually a hectic idea. There could be some serious traction in that. And then, yeah, pitch me a sequel is a good idea. Hopefully that name's not patented in some other way.
Hopefully, no one's doing it. So you know what? You go after the market that doesn't exist. You want to be where there isn't a market yet. So this is what we could be cracking open a can of worms here.
Filling the gap.
That's right. That's what we're doing. So look, the movie we're picking today is Rogue One. I know I talk a lot about Rogue One, but look, it is one of the greatest films that I've seen in the last year or so. It was definitely in my top 10 films of last year.
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Look, spoilers for everybody who hasn't seen the movie. But yeah, if you haven't seen the movie, go watch the movie. If you don't care, then there will be a lot of spoilers in this.
There's a lot of spoilers. It's ridiculous.
It's impossible for us to talk about this film without spoiling some of it. Because, quite frankly, how can you make a sequel about this movie without talking about the ending? So, I'm going to give it to my guest, Ali. Are you going to be a guest? This is the thing. Will you be a guest or will you be a regular? This is the question, I guess,
I don't know. Is it our show or
undefined,
is it Nick's show?
Undefined.
It's on your channel.
Yeah, it's true.
So I guess you have the say. If I'm in Antarctica or something, swimming with the fishes, I can't come and pitch sequels.
Because you go to Antarctica quite often.
Don't you? I mean, I've been to every other continent. I haven't been to Antarctica.
Yeah, well, you know.
Okay.
One day.
Let me set the scene. Rogue One. Or the sequel, which I'm about to pitch to you, which is called Rogue 2. Subheading, Empire versus Zombies. All right? So, as you know, Rogue One, everyone died. Turns out, they're not so dead. All right? They come back. They're all like limping like the zombies, and they're coming out of the water naturally because they all blew up into the water on the ocean planet with the cool stormtroopers, and they're not happy. Let's just say they've got a bit of vengeance on their mind, and they're hungry. So naturally, they're attacking the Empire. But, Nick, hear me out. They have the power of the Force because of the guy saying that thing about, I'm one with the Force is with me. You know that guy?
Sure.
Yeah. I didn't want to say the Asian guy because I didn't want to offend you, but the Asian guy.
Look, I am not an Asian snowflake. I'm just saying.
Is that a sensitive Asian guy? Is that an actual term? If that's not a term, you should patent it.
Yeah, Asian snowflake.
So they can force push. They can jump really high. They can't really do mind tricks because they're not very smart. But they have the power of the Force. But they're dead, and they're taking over the Empire. And the movie's all about just them getting to Vader.
Right. So zombie force powers.
Yes.
But can they force grab somebody? Is it the dark side or the light side of the Force?
Ooh, I didn't even think about that. I guess it'd have to be the dark side, wouldn't it?
It wouldn't have. What if they're zombies for good? Zombies for change?
I don't think so. I think it's gonna be evil on evil. There's not gonna be a good guy in this scenario.
Oh, so it's oh, right. So the Empire has a problem. They've got an infestation problem, which is
because they're dominating the galaxy, so they're gonna have the problem when the infestation of zombie rebels come back and kill them all.
Look, I don't mind that idea. I would like to see an expanded Star Wars universe with zombies. I'm not sure if Disney would go for it.
Okay.
But I'm seeing flashes of Pirates of the Caribbean, which could tie into their universe, maybe. Side note, I just wanted to point out that Pirates of the Caribbean, Johnny Depp is broke. So we'll be getting Pirates of the Caribbean movies for at least another 10 years.
Hey, they're making them in Australia, so great for us.
Cool. Look, I'll give it a pass.
Okay, what do you got?
All right. So, at the end of Rogue One, Scarif is obliterated. The Death Star blew it up. Well, it didn't blow it up. It just sort of put a big
What's
credit.
Scarif?
Scarif is the planet.
I knew that.
You're clearly not as much of a Star Wars fan as I am.
I only saw Rogue One once. I've seen all the other movies like 50,000 times, but Rogue One only once.
All right. Well, Scarif is the planet, the last planet they were on.
The beach
where they were
planet.
getting, yeah, exactly, the
Yeah,
beach
yeah.
planet. Hawaii. Where were they, actually? They were on the Maldives, I think.
Probably.
The Maldives. So Scarif is the beach planet. It's a massive crater in the ground.
Uh-huh.
You know, everything, it's just dust everywhere.
Mhm.
We zoom in into the debris, and it's dead still, except for a little bit of debris flying. And all of a sudden, we see a little bit of movement in the dirt.
Mhm.
And then we see a hand come up.
This sounds a lot like my idea.
But
Go on.
but look, no, it's completely different.
Okay.
Out of the ashes rises Jin and Cassian, who have been huddling behind a massive piece of sheet metal that they found in the ground just before
Wow.
the wave of explosion comes towards them.
Nice.
They dust themselves off and they cough, and they're like, "Hey, that was pretty bad. Let's go see if we can find everybody else." Everybody else is dead, but they
Right.
managed to find K2SO, who's like, you know, buried amongst all the debris. Baze and Chirrut are still alive.
Somehow.
Even though we thought they were dead, but no.
I thought it was one with the Force.
He was one with the Force, and he used his one with the Force powers, even though he is not really a Force user.
Wielder is the term, actually.
Yeah. You're
Mr.
correcting,
Expert.
you're correcting me. You're correcting me. And who's the other dude? I'm Bodhi Rook. He's also alive. He didn't get shot. He didn't get blown up. Oh, he did get blown up in the ship, but the ship, he managed to jump into the manhole cover where they were keeping the goods and survive the blast, as well as the blast from the Death Star. So they all survived.
Naturally.
They're all okay.
Oh, all of them?
Yeah, they're all
Wow.
okay.
But none of them died?
No, none of them died.
What
We're all
about
fine.
Krennic?
Krennic? Oh, I didn't think about Krennic, but Krennic's not. Well, I guess if we wanted to make it a sequel to Rogue One, maybe Krennic has to come back. But he's not the big bad in this story.
Okay.
So they find a ship and they fly off, and they all go, "Well, we don't want to be rebels anymore. We're going to form a band." So they basically go out and they perform at a couple of pubs, maybe one on Tatooine, where maybe there's a bit of crossover where they go to Tatooine and they perform in the same pub that we meet Luke Skywalker in, where that guy gets his arm chopped off and whatever.
Otherwise known as a cantina. Sorry
That's
for
right.
correcting you again.
Damn it. That's two you got me up on. Damn it. I'm struggling for the words.
I don't know the Rogue One names, but I know the Star Wars lore.
Damn it. He's right. Damn it. He hasn't got me on Batman yet, though. But but they get really famous. They get a hit song. They perform across the galaxy, and eventually they get to perform in front of the Emperor.
Wow.
Right. And this is where they kind of go, you know what? I know we said we wouldn't be rebels, but we need to be rebels again. So they plan their attack. They go for the Emperor, but the Emperor sees this, and he wipes them out.
Right.
And they're dead.
Devastating.
They're dead, and that's Rogue. That's the sequel to Rogue One. Or are they dead?
Well, according to everything you just said, it seems like nothing is certain with death.
Well, if they can do it with the Marvel movies, they can do it with the Star Wars movies. I'm just saying. Like,
They can always-
nobody's really dead.
I can always resuscitate someone.
Yeah. Well, we don't know. It's a galaxy far, far away. They got technology where they can repair. They can just give you a robot arm.
I feel like you really glossed over the more interesting part of that. In what kind of band are they?
What's that band in the cantina? That those guys, whatever that kind of music is, I guess. But it's probably more popular. But it could be EDM stuff. I'm thinking like it'll be a bit of EDM with jazz, maybe.
Because they all got to wear masks because they're horribly disfigured.
Yeah. Yeah. No, they're fine. Why would they be disfigured?
What? They all got protected by sheet
They were
metal.
fine. They were fine. Look, it's you don't have to think about it too much.
Okay.
It's a feel good movie for the family. You know, everybody does die tragically again at the end, but you know, you'll have a good time because it'll be great music. Like that's what makes a great movie. Music. We'll actually get, you know, like, you know what it should be is it should be like covers of really popular songs now, but in a Star Wars style.
Right.
So,
Like?
Fireworks. Is it Firework? Firework by Katy Perry.
Yeah.
Why are you laughing?
Nothing.
Like, this is really serious.
This is great content.
Maybe Crimea River by Justin Timberlake.
Oh.
It's an old song. It's a deep. That's a bit.
those are
That's a bit
both
old.
old
That's a very old song.
songs.
Let me think. What's a current
Something
song?
from this
But-
year?
Hello by Adele. That's an old song too. I'm clearly showing my age because I really don't listen to current music. You pick. Yeah, I don't know what song. Anyway,
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson. Well, yeah, Michael Jackson. Can't stop till you get enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't stop till you stop the empire.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and you could change the lyrics just a little bit.
Yeah. Tweaking, they say.
Yeah.
They say 10% of tweaking makes 100% of difference. Quote me.
Right here.
I like it. I think they need to achieve something besides just getting killed by the emperor. But besides that, I love it.
I
want them to get famous or something. They need to be, which I guess they do if they're playing in front of the emperor.
I know what it is.
What?
They steal the Death Star plans for the second Death Star.
And they don't get it to them because they don't know about the second Death Star. Like they get the plans, like we got it, we did it
got the
again,
plan.
guys. Put the points on the board, and then they just get killed.
Who's this rebel team that keeps stealing the plans of the Death Star? Did we kill you the first time?
Yeah, I guess not.
No.
They need more lasers.
And Darth Vader comes back. Just
No.
one more time.
Naturally.
Yeah, okay.
Let me set the scene for you again. Rogue One, just finished. It's a shame you already did this, but we're back in the crater. Jin's alive, but it's only Jin, unlike yours.
Only Jin.
It turns out Jin survived.
Right.
Good for her. Yay. Go female empowerment. Now, she gets back up, but she's not like free and like going everywhere. She gets captured by Darth Vader, right?
Right.
So, this is called Rogue and Prejudice.
I like where
Now,
this is
it turns
going.
out Vader needs a cape holder, and just so happens that Jin is great at holding things. So she becomes his cape holder, and through time and a little bit of manipulation, she gets a little bit of Stockholm syndrome and
Right.
starts to fall in love with Darth Vader.
Oh.
But he's obviously a bit of a D-bag. He hasn't had love since Padme, and he friggin' choked her to death. Well, choked her, not to death,
No.
technically. Sorry.
She died of a broken heart.
Yeah, right. I forgot. How could I possibly forget that? She just gave up.
For reasons we can't explain.
For reasons we can't explain, we are losing her.
He chokes his women and he hates sand. That's all we know about Darth Vader. And she's in love with him. But guess what happens out of this? Is Vader does start to like her a bit. There's a bit of back and forth. And you know who this makes really angry? The Emperor. So the Emperor's not exactly in love with Darth Vader, but it's like, hey, that's my boy. That's my apprentice.
Right.
Like, stop taking his attention away from me. That's my boy. And then there's just this weird love triangle, but they all kind of hate each other at the same time.
Right.
And I don't know how it's going to end, but it's going to be heartbreaking.
Right.
Can you think of an ending?
Yes, well, I was thinking maybe Jin dies again. It's just involving everybody just dying again.
Right.
No, wait. So the rom-com thing would be if the jealous guy, who was the Emperor, would force a wedge between Vader and Jin. So even though Vader has strong feelings for Jin, but he would see some sort of seed of dissent between Jin and
Bit of
Vader.
trickery.
Yeah, and so which is his thing. He basically
Manipulation.
manipulates everybody. So he's like, you know what? She doesn't really like you. She only likes you because of your power.
But then, shock twist, the Emperor gets with Jin and they get married. But it's secret. That's why you've never heard about it.
She's this whole time she's
Yeah.
been having secret Sith babies.
Totally. Which that could be, she could be
Ooh, she could be Snoke.
that or other character in Star Wars The Force Awakens. Rey's mum or dad.
Jin
Because
is
everyone's
Rey's
talking
mum.
about Rey's dad, but no one talks about Rey's mum.
Rey's mum is... Yeah, I guess the age would be right, wouldn't it? Rey's mum is Jin, who is the secret mistress of the Emperor. Those are words that I thought I would never say,
It fits.
ever. But it does make sense.
Too much sense. Okay, I got another one, but do you have another one?
No, I was just gonna say, look, I'll give that one a pass too. I like that you took it in a romantic comedy angle.
Mm-hmm.
It was definitely not something I would expect. In fact, I would say that I definitely think the Star Wars universe needs a bit more romance. And look, to be honest, Jin would probably fall in love with Vader because she probably saw an old photo of him back when he was Anakin. He was smoldering.
He read her autobiography, or she read his autobiography.
Yeah. Pull up his stats. It's like,
or his
rookie card.
Whatever a book is in Star Wars.
Right.
Holocron.
He looked up the holocron.
Mm.
All right.
This one's definitely the best.
Okay.
So prepare
All right,
yourself.
I'm prepared.
So this is called Rogue Force Party. They're all dead, right? At the end of Rogue One.
What?
Yeah.
What?
I know. Spoiler, sorry. So the Force guys come back alive. So what's the stick?
Chirrut and Base.
Chirrut and Base. They come back. They're like, oh, we can be Force ghosts. I had no idea we could do this. I'm glad I'm one with the Force and the Force is with me. So what else do you do when you come back from the dead? You go to the cantina on Tatooine, right?
Of course.
And lo and behold, after they cut some dude's arm off after getting in an argument with the bartender, they see a few other blue Force ghosts just sitting around. Turns out, a lot of Force ghosts hang out at the cantina, right?
Oh, right.
So they get gestured over by a hooded figure. Hooded figure takes his hood off. Mace Windu. Everyone's here.
Okay.
Mace Windu's here, Qui-Gon's here, Plo Koon's here, underwater tentacle head guy, the huge forehead guy,
right.
the guy with the horns that are like not hard, but they're like droopy horns, so it's like tentacle horns. You know the guy I'm talking about. Everyone on the council, because they're at that level.
Right.
Yoda's not there, obviously, because he hasn't died yet.
No.
And Anakin's not there because he hasn't died yet.
Right.
Obi-Wan.
Not yet.
Close.
He's not. He's on his way.
He's RSVP.
He's on his way. Yeah.
But he's not there yet. But they're loving it. They're like, new guys. Hey guys, this hasn't happened in a while because we don't get many new Force users dying that are good enough to be Force ghosts. So it's a huge party. But after a while, it gets a little bit boring. You know why?
Why?
All they ever talk about is how they couldn't. No. Sorry. All they ever talk about is how they couldn't figure out how nobody guessed that Palpatine was the Emperor.
Right.
It's all they ever talk about.
Of course.
It's like, hey, can I have a beer? Yeah. Can you believe Palpatine was the Emperor? Every sentence starts or ends with that.
Right.
And they're all like, man, we were in those Clone Wars for 5 seasons and nobody had a guess about this? I mean, Yoda said about 20 times, the dark side is clouding things, which, yeah, cool. But surely somebody could have figured it out. And so the new guys are like, I don't even kind of know this story. This is getting kind of boring. But how it ends, right, is they're always talking about, we should get this Emperor guy. We should really do something to this guy. And the new guys are like, you guys have been talking for 30 years. Why don't you put your money where your mouth is? So they go and they play a prank on the Emperor because they can't actually do anything to the Emperor.
Right.
Because all they can do is talk. So pretty much whenever he's going around a corner or just on the toilet or anything, there's just always one of them there shouting at him.
You're doing it wrong.
You killed me so quickly. I'm a Jedi Master and you jumped once and killed me. That's the guy that's when he killed 3 Jedi Masters in 5 seconds. They're especially angry about it.
It's funny because I was rewatching that scene a couple of weeks ago. I was like, man, he really chops those guys down.
Yeah, he's like, I'll try spitting. That's a good trick.
They must have been rookies.
Yeah. No, they were Jedi. They were council members, weren't they?
But they were so, how come Mace could hold his own? And then those guys.
He was always referred to as the battle guy, though, I think.
Was he?
Is when he's like, he's as wise as Master Yoda and powerful as Mace Windu. Master Windu, sorry guys.
That's alright. You're clearly like a few up of me in this regard. I'm like, damn it, I'm not the Star Wars fan I thought I was.
It's a detriment to me, don't worry. And that's to be continued. They just keep pranking this guy. That's why the Emperor's so angry.
It's just
They got time. They got time.
The post-credit scenes for every Star Wars movie is just these ghosts turning up, just like, hey, Palpatine, Palpy.
Or he gets in his car or ship, and like he turns the keys on, and they're just in the backseat going, "Hey, mate." I'm trying to think of what they would actually say. It's like, "Hey, thanks for killing me, bro. Really appreciate that."
Thanks, mate. Nice robe. Where'd you get it from? The robe store? The toilet store?
The robe toilet store.
You kissed their mother in those robes? Who knows? Who knows what these guys will be talking about?
He was birthed by the midichlorians for sure.
Yes, for sure. Does he must have... Do Sith Lords? They must have a lot of midichlorians in them.
I think technically this is lame answer because I think it's the actual answer. Is the reason he wasn't discovered and made a Jedi was because he was naturally so deterrent to being detected by the Force, if that makes sense.
No.
Like his main kind of natural skill was Jedi couldn't like detect his Force power.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's how he was like secret, undercover Sith Lord. And he just naturally...
They probably just made that up to fit the thing because nobody figured it out.
You know, I kind of think that some people have... it's like, okay, so you know how everybody compares like Trump to Hitler? Nobody compares Trump to Palpatine.
I think Palpatine's too smart.
Too smart.
Yeah.
It's these two.
Whereas Hitler and Trump,
Palpatine was pretty... Palpatine. Hitler was pretty smart, though.
Wasn't he the puppeteer of that guy with the glasses, the round glasses? Isn't that what everyone says?
Who?
His second in charge was like the mastermind. Isn't that what everyone says?
Hitler?
Yeah.
No, I didn't know that.
No.
Well, clearly I didn't do history. I will look it up.
It's actually pretty interesting. There's I can't remember what his name is. It's going to kill me not knowing that.
Oh, well, that's interesting.
You can put the name on it in the post. Fix it in post.
Fix it in post. Ah! It's not the channel I clearly haven't posted there very much. So. Oh, wait. I just want to rate. I'll have to rate your thing.
Force
Ghost
Rogue Force Party.
Rogue Force Party.
Yeah.
Look, I like the title. I think that'll bring a lot of people in. In fact, I think it will make... We've never explored that side of the Star Wars
It's
universe,
like a college party Star Wars movie.
Yeah. Seth Rogen could be in it.
Mm.
I'm thinking James Franco, maybe Dave Franco. Probably more Dave Franco than James Franco at this stage.
Yeah, and it'd be good if that Carl Robinson guy was... Not Carl Robinson. The other guy from that crew,
I know.
he was Mace Windu.
Even
though Samuel Jackson... Craig Robinson, that's it.
Yeah. Imagine it was Mace Windu.
He was so like
yeah,
because he only plays like one character.
I think
it's great though.
Yeah, I think the chicks from Bridesmaids should be... Melissa McCarthy should be in it too.
She should be the waitress that just like can't put up with their crap for any longer because they've literally been there for pretty much eternity.
Yeah,
just drinking.
Yeah.
And they're like, there's damn Force Ghost. You know, she's all so physical.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
I'm gonna get you. See.
Kristen Wiig should be in it too, I think.
Totally.
Yeah. That's how I cast.
Well, the only females who can pull off poo humor are Kirsten Wiig and what's the other lady?
Melissa
McCarthy.
Yeah. Nobody else.
It's a skill not many women have.
And the other girl, what's the other girl? The other one that was in Ghostbusters. Not what's her face.
The SNL blonde lady.
Yeah. What's her name?
I know who you're talking about. Don't know the name.
Damn it. I should know her name.
Same.
Anyway, well, cool. That girl. The one who played Hillary.
Right.
Well, thanks for watching, guys. Clearly there was a lot of ideas here. What did you think? Who had the best idea? Look, I know Ali's got me up on 3 ideas versus my one idea. Although my one idea, I think, is more... I think I could sell to the studios, where I think Ali's... I don't know.
Will make too much money. They wouldn't make it.
Yeah,
you know?
well... That's for the public to decide.
Yeah.
Anyway,
give
guys,
us your theory.
Give us your theory on what the Rogue One sequel should be. Hit us up in the comments. Give us a like and subscribe to Group Settings if you haven't already, or subscribe to this channel, which is also very good.
That's where the word will be.
Yes.
Right here.
Thanks for watching.
I just created some work for you.
Yeah, you did. Thanks. Thanks, man. Thanks.
Douchebag.
Yeah. All right. And there is still beef between us, but we've been professional today.
Yeah.
So.
We put the beef aside. Listen to the last episode of Trend Settings to see how much I hate him. And yeah.
Yeah. Look, there's a horribly there's going to be a video coming soon where I'm going to take clips from the most recent podcast to show how awful these people are.
Yeah.
It'll be
Which,
great.
honestly, some of the things we said, taking it out of context, literally anything we say taken out of context could be really bad.
I just want to take so many videos and do the greatest hits of Ye Chan and Jono, basically. They're it'll just be Ye Chan saying something, then Jono's eyes rolling.
Yeah. Or just saying, you're an idiot. Or stop biting your nails.
It's so good. All right, guys, see ya.